So I got my sister's 92 Yamaha Big Bear 350 here today. She's got 707 miles on the trip meter. I don't know if it's been rolled over or not, but when she's nice and warm, it develops like a clattering out here on the top end. So we're gonna see if it needs a valve adjustment. We're gonna see what the valves are at right now. Gonna see if the timing chain is nice and tight, and we're just gonna see what that noise is on the top end, see what she's reading at. And if not, if everything checks out, then it could just be Yamaha tick. These older Yamahas have a tendency to be a little chattery, to be a little loud on the top end. That's just how they are, but very, very good machines. I love Yamahas. But for right now, just gonna be the Big Bear today, and gonna shoot a little video on the valve adjustment, see how it turns out. Hope you guys enjoy. So first step is pull the seat and gas tank cover and the gas tank, so it could give you a little bit of extra room to open up the valve covers. So seat just pulls up. You're gonna need 2 Phillips. Pull the cover off, and then I think these are 10 mils, and then 10 mils, and then I think there's some in the front, so to pull the gas tank off. Got a little cat bomb. Okay, so the gas tank's off right there on the blaster, plastic's off, and next step is going to be you're gonna want to remove these valve covers right here, the exhaust the exhaust one, and shoot, I forgot the name for the top one, but the top one. You're gonna want to remove these 2 cam chain cover. I want to pop it off, and this little window right here, it has the marks for the T for top dead center, because you're gonna want the piston to be up on the compression stroke to check the valves. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But first, I mean, I'm real picky with my stuff, so I'm gonna clean all this crud off, all that crustiness, clean it all off so none of the dirt will fall into the valves and the rockers and all that. So I'm gonna clean all this first, and then we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so now that it's semi cleaned off, it's not perfect, but just enough so no crud will get inside the engine. So we're gonna pull these Allen bolts off. I'm pretty sure it's a 5 mil Allen bolt on the timing chain, exhaust valves, and I keep on forgetting that dang name, engine valves, whatever, and pull this off. And also I'm gonna pull the spark plug just so it can make it easier to rotate the engine to find top dead center, and also poke a little screwdriver in there to make sure that the piston is all the way on top of the compression stroke. So come back in a bit. All right, so pulled the valve covers, and dude, these valves look freaking minty fresh. I think this engine has been rebuilt before, or I mean, I'm starting to believe that mileage or something, because even the cam chain looks new. It's been marked, so I think it might have been rebuilt before, but cam chain tension is all right. Yeah, it's good. Cam chain tension is good. So I'll show you the valves on the other side. You can really see, but I'm gonna took out the spark plug just to make it easier, and can't really see on this side, but yeah. So we're gonna rotate the engine right now and check clearances. The bike has been running a little bit lean, so I'm gonna tune the carb a bit. Come on, camera, work on it. So you can see the little white on the top. So we're running lean. So I'm gonna need to make some adjustments on the carb after I get the valves adjusted. And Chomex. So next step after is gonna be to pull the stator cover off. This one is not a pull start model, so if yours is a pull start model, it's gonna look a little different, but it's the same thing. And if you have a pull start model, the exhaust valve cover will have a little decompression switch right here. So if it doesn't look the same, it's the same thing for all Big Bears, just you got the better version. You got a pull start. But we're gonna pull the cover off and we're gonna start spinning the engine. And there's gonna be a little T that's gonna line up right there. We're gonna line up the T with that line right there. And we're gonna check if the piston is on top dead center. All right, so once you have taken your cover off, you're gonna wanna use this to rotate the engine. And it's always good to rotate it counterclockwise. You should never rotate your engine clockwise. And so you're gonna see two letters. You're gonna see an F, and I'm pretty sure that stands for fire. And the T should be right next to it. So you're gonna rotate it counterclockwise, and there is your T. So you're gonna line up your T with that little notch right there. And that should put you at top dead center. And to verify it, you should take off the timing chain cover. And you're gonna verify it by, with this timing mark, you're gonna line it up with this notch right here. And we should be at top dead center. And another way to check it is if you rock this back and forth, if you rock the T, or yeah, the T back and forth, your valves and lifters should not move right there. They should stay still. And another way to check, make sure you're at the T, make sure your timing cover, I mean not the timing cover, the timing mark is lined up. You grab your screwdriver, you come around to the spark plug hole, and I think you can see the piston right there, but you just put the screwdriver into the hole gently, and when it bottoms out right there, you know that the piston is all the way up and it's compression stroke. All right, so now it's time to check the valve lash. So intake side is gonna be 2 to 4 inches, so anywhere in between there is within spec. And then exhaust side is gonna be 6 to 8. So I'm gonna show you how to do the intake side first. So we're gonna start off with, we'll do 3. See if 3 is good enough. So you can see, all right, so you take your feeler gauge and you put it under there, and there should be a little bit of resistance like right here. So this is the 3-inch, so it's right within spec. And I was having a feeling, because I mean, as you can see, they look fairly new. So it's 3 inches of clearance, so we are within spec on the intake side. So now we're gonna check the exhaust side. All right, so now we're gonna do exhaust. Exhaust side should be 6 to 8 inches, and this was gonna be a little bit harder to film, so it's extremely difficult to film this exhaust side one. But as you can see, I've put the 7 inch in there, and there is resistance, so we are in spec on both intake and exhaust valves. So that's good. Don't have to adjust anything. But if you were to adjust it, you are gonna wanna, I think this is a 10 mil. So with this 10 mil, you're gonna loosen it. Gonna loosen the 10 mil. And then you're gonna wanna either turn it turn it right to tighten it, and then left to loosen it for your clearance. And then once it's within spec, you tighten down that 10 mil again. And the clearances, if you put your feeler gauge, there should be a little bit of resistance. Like, don't crank it down all the way until like you can't even take out the feeler gauge anymore. Crank it until there's a little bit of resistance, and then you should be good to go. So just remember, it is 2 to 4 inches on intake and 6 to 8 on exhaust. And now I think I'm gonna put everything back together. So I'm pretty sure this engine is the one that's in the Yamaha Warrior. So if you develop like a little clattering or a little tick in the top end, like how you saw in the beginning of the video, it's always good to make sure you check the cam chain tension, which this one is really good, and your valves. Always want to check that. And if the noise, if it's still making like a little clattering, it's just known as the Yamaha tick. Yamahas tend to be noisy engines, so nothing to be worried about. And yeah, it's always good to see what the previous owner has done, and I'm very happy with this one because all this stuff looks like it's all brand new. Look at that, even that bearing right there. I'm pretty sure this engine is rebuilt, but I'm not too sure, but I would believe it. So this was a short little video on how to adjust the valves. Hope you guys found it informative. This is my first ever YouTube video, so go easy on me in the comments. I'm filming this on an iPhone, so it's not really the best way to film a video like this, but thought it will help someone out. So hope you guys enjoyed, and there might be more videos on this Big Bear in the future, and definitely more videos in the future with my blaster. Probably post a video soon working on the blaster a bit, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and see you next time.